I wanna finish strong, I wanna finish brave. I wanna show the world we don't have to live afraid. I wanna finish bold and be able to say I am someone courageous and I.
Hi everyone, we have someone with us today, and it's important that we really find out who she is. So I'm not going to ask and do anything special. I'm just going to give the floor and open it up to this amazing, beautiful woman that we have sitting in front of us. So, Madame, would you care to please introduce yourself? Who are you?
Oh, thank you very much for asking. I was just waiting to answer. So my name is Sandi, Queen Sandi Rich. That's how I like to be called. So it's not really important what the official name on my passport is, because this is who I am, Queen Sandi Rich.
Now, that is an amazing introduction, so thank you very much, Queen Sandi. So, Queen Sandi, how exactly did you become this queen?
Oh, interesting question. Queen, I was always a queen, I just didn't realize I was. And so when I started on my journey of self-discovery, I then started realizing how many good things there were about me. And as I focused more on my positive attributes, I realized that's who I am, a queen, because I have, just like you, a lot of good things that we really didn't know about. So on my journey of self-discovery, I discovered I could speak well, I could write well. Of course, I'm very intelligent, I'm also very good-looking, I dress well, I'm sophisticated, I'm elegant. Do you want me to go on?
I think that is absolutely remarkable. There's so many women out there who don't really recognize they've got amazing gifts, amazing talents, and amazing capabilities. To see someone like you, to actually voice that out, I only have to say thank you so very much.
Well, you're most welcome. And I think that has a lot to do with social conditioning. From childhood, we are taught not to do this, not to do that, not to focus on this, not to focus on that. And by the time we are adolescents, we really don't know who we are. And it takes sometimes a lifetime, or at least two decades for us to actually say, you know what? I know I'm good looking, I know I'm intelligent, I know I'm capable, and I can do anything I want. And that's what I have done. And that's why I call myself Queen Sandi Rich.
So, Queen Sandi, I have another question. If we were to impart this kind of information to other women out there in the world, where do you think women need to start?
Where do I think women need to start? Well, I can give my own example. It's the journey within. It's tuning into your internal GPS. You know, we're all born with it. It's inbuilt, it's factory built, but we just don't know how to navigate it. And that is the part of self-discovery. So some of us need help. Some of us are people who are adventurous by nature and we are ready to take that plunge and find out who we are. Some of us are a bit nervous, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Because when you start on that journey, all you have to remain is in focus. And you may come across some things that really didn't seem nice to you, or you are taken back into your childhood where it has a bad memory and you just want to push it aside. And I'm telling you this, face it head on. Because that was in the past. And if you want to break the shackles and free yourself and move forward, you have to face those so-called demons. You know what? Demons are actually scary people, but you know what? They're more scared of you than you are of them. And the moment you stand up in your power, that's when they just disappear, literally disappear, because it's a figment of your imagination.
Very well said. And it has a lot of weight, quite honestly. The next thing that I'd like to ask you, Sandi, once you discovered your innate abilities, your beauty, you discovering you as Queen Sandi, how did you use that to your advantage?
That's a bit, I think I would say, a bit of a challenge, because when you know who you are and you're full of that energy and you're full of that positive vibes coming out from you, and then you are so eager and anxious actually to spread that and to open up other people, but then you realize not everybody has the same level of enthusiasm and energy as you, and that becomes a stumbling point, at least for me. And so what I did is I took a step back and I said to myself, what is so apparent to me, what was perhaps a little bit easier for me, may not be that easy or that clear to somebody else. So should I just let them be, or should I cajole them, should I convince them? And then I thought to myself, you know what, this is a journey of self-discovery, and everybody has a choice. If you want to take that journey and go down that route to find yourself, it's a choice. If you choose not to do it, that's fine as well. Who am I to tell you you have to do this? Haven't we been told that enough when we were younger? You have to do this, you can't do this, this is the only way. There's no only way. There's your way. And when you find it, you'll be just like me, a queen.
I love that. I totally love that. And you nailed it, quite honestly, Sandi. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that is got to do with beauty, because you are an amazing, beautiful queen. But you also have another side of you. And that other side of you is you help women not just to look beautiful and be beautiful, but you empower them to be internally and financially beautiful too. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So once there is what we call skin beauty, beauty is skin deep. Then there is the beauty of your soul, how you think, how you act with other people, how you respond to other people. For me, that is beauty, but that beauty is not really enough. What makes it better is when it is empowered beauty. And for me, empowerment means being financially independent. And why do I say that? I say that for the simple reason that when you are financially independent, you have choices. And when you have choices, you decide. Not anybody else, you decide where you want to be, with whom you want to be, how you want to be. That for me is beautiful empowerment. Financial empowerment, financial independence.
Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. So Sandi, before we go into anything else, because quite honestly, I would like to invite you for another show, because you've got so many golden nuggets in there. We actually could decipher them and create something totally different, because you have got what it takes to do that. But I would request you at this particular point, if you could give any advice of how other women, give me a 1, 2, 3 of what other women can actually start with to be that queen that they could be, to be that inner beauty that they could choose to be, as you said, and to be that financially independent, as you suggest they should be.
Okay, so I have 3 letters, and it's called ASK, ask, right? Because I'm in sales, and in sales you always ask. So for me, ask sort of encapsulates exactly what I want to say to you today. A is for attitude, S is for skills, K is for knowledge. You can have knowledge and you can have skills, but if you don't have the right attitude, knowledge and skills is an absolute zero. So don't beat yourself up about, oh, I'm not qualified, I'm not educated, I don't have experience. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is your attitude. And when you have the right attitude, you can get anything you want. And the other one is no. Great word. Use it in a more positive manner. Because when you say no, it's like, that's it. When you say no, you put the boundary. When you say no, you have told the other party, the other person, no more pushing me around. You've reached the limit. But no is also a wonderful word, because in my line, it means new opportunity.
Wow. That's something really to take away. So Sandi, on behalf of the podcast, I would truly love to say thank you for those pearls of wisdom that you have shared with us today. It has been an honor and a privilege having you on the show. Thank you ever so much.
That's wonderful, and I enjoyed being on your show. I hope you'll call me back. And your appreciation is just another jewel in my crown.
Wonderful. So having said that, thank you very much. And yes, we will be inviting you back because...
Till the next time.
Yeah. Hasta la vista, bebé.